Good evening, dear friends. I'm really honored to be in your presence, and I'm thankful to Valamall and their institutions, the chairman and the co-chairman, principal, and everyone, those who are supporting me and making me to share my points to you all. And whatever thing I'm going to now tell, I'm not going to tell anything new to you all, the known facts to you, but only request is please reinforce it and strictly implement in your life so that you can very easily live up to 100 years without the help of Dr. Chockalingam. And the points I'm going to make only with PowerPoint presentation because of audio visual may be very useful to everyone. That is the reason why I'm going to start with my PowerPoint presentation. And any questions when I'm discussing, please make a note of it. At the end of my deliberations, we'll spend some time for question and answers. I'm really happy to Principal, Secretary, and Suresh, those are all supporting. I'm so happy. Any facts I'm going to tell, please be very clear. It is not to frighten you, to make you aware of certain facts and to lead a healthy life. And if you're going to see this one, how I am grateful to Velamal Vidyalaya for this excellent opportunity to meet such a large gathering. And I usually address all of them as my friends because if you treat your friends as relatives and treat your relatives as friends, we'll never have any problem. Because any relationship may be some problems, but you are going to keep that friendships, relationships, the greatest one. This is why I always address globally everyone, anyone who I'm seeing as their friends. And if we're going to see this one, my topic will be mind your heart. And this one I'm very favorite topic in my heart. That is why I wrote this topic as a mind your heart. And you can see this, the book published by Elsevier and Healthy Heart for Hearty Health. And to be very honest, heart attack is a very dreadful number one killer disease. But you'll be surprised to hear from me that can be prevented and that can be cured 100% by positive lifestyle. That is the thing I'm going to communicate to all of you. The same thing I wrote in Tamil as இதயம் காக்க மாரடைப்பு தடுக்கும் குணப்படுத்தும் வாழ்க்கை முறைகள். Myself, Anand Chockalingam, Priya Chockalingam, my daughter and son, they also took part in these publications. Glad to tell you, today I am completing 52 years of experience in cardiology and getting to 53rd year of my journey. I'm going to step in that in your August presence, I'm really very much privileged. I usually ask what is the ultimate wealth is. And you can even guess when I'm asking questions, but I cannot hear it straight away. Keep guessing. So ultimate wealth will be your health. So, குறையற்ற செல்வம் என்பதே நோயற்ற வாழ்வுதான். The reason why our ancestors aptly coined health is wealth. Nothing can be equated to health, provided you may have any amount of money, it will lose its value if you lose its health. Then next question I always ask the audience, how will you define health? You all may think health is defined, some time back they said disease-free state is the health. To be very honest, health is now defined as positive state of health, mentally, physically, spiritually, and socially. That is the reason why I call it as holistic. I want to emphasize this definition of health WHO's agreed and start being used for the last few years. I want the students, one, they must follow, and equally our teachers, parents, friends, everyone should follow what I'm going to say shortly. If we're going to ask a very big gathering, please raise your hands if anyone has got problems. I've seen this slide. Many are raising their hands, some are not raising. After that, I make usually comment. எவரெல்லாம் கையை தூக்கவில்லையோ அவர்கள் எல்லாம் மனிதர்களே இல்லை. Why I'm stressing is the point. Having born, we have to live with the problems. There is no single human being in the earth that he or she will be without any problem. And to be very honest, life is a journey. Please remember, the journey of the ship can occur in the sea, and the sea is full of problems. So you must know how to live with the problems. The same problems, if you are allowed to enter into your mind, see that what happens with the ship within 2 minutes, it wrecks. So please remember, you must be extremely careful and you don't allow the problems to go in and you must know how to learn with the problems. See here, if you're going to make the slides here, see here how this girl is climbing up. நான் என்ன எதுக்கு சொல்றேன்னா மேல் படிச்சல்ல கீழ்ப்படிகள் வேண்டும் மேலே சென்ற பிறகு நாம் அனைவரும் கீழ்ப்படிந்து நம் சமுதாயத்தை மேன்மைப்படுத்த வேண்டும். நாம் கற்பது அனைத்துமே நாம் கடைப்பிடிப்பதற்கும் மற்றவர்களை கற்பிப்பதற்கும் தான். அதற்காக இந்த ஸ்லைடு போட்டேன். Next, I always ask, what do you see in this slide? I address many gatherings, thousands of gatherings, as you are all now seeing this. My clipping, this slide, if you ask, everyone will say in the slide after seeing that, they will say, as you all now registering, is a black spot. Those who are saying a black spot, please remember, they are only prone for heart attack. Why I am stressing this point? The screen is 99% very clear, unstained, smooth. Our mind will never go to that one. We will always focus to the one which you never got it as a blind black spot. If it is registered as a black spot in your mind, and you are not enjoying what you already have 99%, and what you are not have, that 1%, if you start worrying about what you don't have, it will keep making you to worry, depressed, anxious, avaricious, everything. All negative thoughts will go in your mind. So please remember, accept whatever thing you got it. Though by sometimes you may not get what you really wanted, doesn't matter. That must not end your life. I want to share with my students. Suppose you all aim for 100 marks. By chance you are getting 99%. So let's be 1%. You'll be surprised. Not our students. Our students are all really well educated, mindfully, they are thoughtful. But many occasions, globally it is happening. 1% less, then many people are committing suicide because that 1 mark to complete 100% is equal to life. Please remember, it is not like that. You must make every attempt, effort. That is a success. The reason why Avaya said, Kittadayin Bettana Mara. If you don't get it, doesn't matter. If somebody gets everything they wanted, next moment they may not like to live because the problems only is making to be alive and creates happiness of our livelihood itself. The reason why that Thirumalar, Thiruvalluvar, Vallalar, Maharishi, they all told us how to live for 100 years. You need that those who can read Tamil nicely. நோய் நாடி நோய் முதல் நாடி அது தணிக்கும் வாய் நாடி வாய்ப்பற்றைய. What I mean that it is not a good doctor to treat. Suppose out of 52 years you have treated lakhs and lakhs of heart attack patients. I don't get a good name because I made many heart attack patients normal, but I will be more happier. Global population in crores when I can prevent heart attack. This is what I put it. Mind your heart, இதயம் காக்க. The real doctor must be able to prevent the disease in the society. I always ask, what will be one generation? You all can also guess one generation means how many years in relation to. In my meetings, many will say 30, 60, 100, whatever thing. To be very honest, one generation is if you know the year of your birth and birth of your first child, in the interval between the two is one generation. So it changes from six individuals. You know that now. Why I am telling this point is what you gain knowledge today. Please not only implement yourself, we must be able to communicate this knowledge generations to come in continuity. You all must be knowing these legend people, Periyar, Kamaraj, Anna, MGR, Maharishi. Why I am putting the figures at all? Actually, 50 years before, I had the opportunity to be their physicians and cardiologists. I was so lucky, and I'm sharing their experience they gave me to you all also. And much more. This is the most favorite one. Myself and great person Abdul Kalam, we shared 15,000 students in Chennai only. And after 1 month, unfortunately, we lost him. And I shared the platform. 20 minutes, I gave a talk. He gave a talk for 20 minutes. His test was only living oneness globally. It's the greatest opportunity. The same night, I left to America, Washington, and he was flying to Delhi. I don't believe in ஜாதி மதம் நிறம் மொழி அனைத்திற்கும் அப்பாற்பட்டவர். Doesn't matter. But what I'm trying to say is one must live as human being globally. So மனிதன் மனிதனாக வாழ வேண்டும். But this slide I put it, we are all divided by blood groups AB, ABO. Because of rhesus monkey, the rhesus monkey has got only plus and minus. You are evolved from that, so that plus and minus rhesus monkey attached to 4 subgroups of blood groups. Suppose God's asking you, which is the best blood group you like to choose? I always ask the audience, they always say, majority they say O positive. The reason is they are universal donor and they can donate the blood to any people. But my answer is, please remember, everyone should become B positive. Not in the blood group, I mean by attitude. So most important, attitude decides what you are. Never get caught by police or to a lawyer or even to Chockalingam like that. You are going to get caught by the three people. However wealth may have, they all will spread it among themselves and make you all moneyless people. Not that I am selling this one. The reason I am putting this slide is make use of all three noble persons for your well-being of your life, but never got caught with them. This is I usually stress the three killer diseases globally even today. One, heart attack. Two, cancer. Three, accidents. All three killer diseases, all are lifestyle diseases. Why am I putting lifestyle diseases? If we decide today, all the three can be prevented 100%. That's what I want to elaborate on that. Before going further, now you are all frightened about corona virus, that is COVID-19. And I put the topic title as a crowning the corona. Why it gained the name as corona? Corona means it's a crown. The virus has got a crown like that, it gained the name as corona. And how are we going to get crowning of that one and win the war? I'll tell you, the coronavirus is a large virus, it's about 100 nanomicrons. The corona COVID-19, why it gained the name is the coronavirus disease 2019. The same thing is COVID-2, COVID-12, COVID-19. I am very confident it will keep going on modifying and then mutating itself. It may become COVID 30, COVID 50, whatever thing. But my aim is see that if you're going to follow what I'm going to see, what I'm going to say, strictly follow that. Whatever the corona want, you will get that, no doubt. We all must be now protected by the corona infections. And you all know that coronavirus is a zoonotic disease. They are not meant for human being at all. They live in the animals, pangolins, bats, and various fishes like that, and it never harmed them for the animals where they are living in because they live in harmony. By chance that one is pressed to human being, our body is not tuned to counter this coronavirus. We become victim of that. So zoonotic is from animal to human being. Now what you are seeing that corona COVID-19, now no more animals are coming into picture. Now it spreads. It is from human to human by direct droplets, by contact like this, or touching the object whichever left with the virus, you are prone for it. This is need to be very clear how long this coronavirus will survive in different surfaces. See here, you will be at least know the basic one. On the copper surface, it will only survive 4 hours and it may survive for 3 days over stainless steel. In the air, it will only for 3 hours. In plastics, it may lasting like stainless steel. Cardboard for 1 day only. It all depends upon if the same objects are exposed to sunlight, the coronavirus will die within 3 to 4 hours because it cannot tolerate the rays of the sun. It will die. The stages of COVID, you all must be knowing by this time. Stage 1 is the imported cases. Stage 2, local transmission. Stage 3, community. We have been trying our best, both central and state governments, to prevent the stage 2 to stage 3. Where most of the occasions were successful, and unfortunately, it becomes stage 4 and it has become pandemic also, and luckily you are able to contain this disease very effectively in our country because even today the mortality, suppose if 100 corona patients COVID-19 and less than 1% only they die, so overall more prone for, please remember, above the age of 65, younger children, those who are smoking, or those who are already having lung diseases, or those who are alcoholic, or those who had any sugar, pressure, or on cancer, they are more prone for COVID infections. So they must be given extra care to protect from coronavirus. So what are the symptoms? There may not be anything at all except severe headache, cough, fever, sometimes chills may occur. Please remember, 55% of corona COVID-19 may be even totally asymptomatic. Still, they may be transmitting the disease. So how are you going to protect yourself is, as you all know by heart by this time, wearing mask, frequent washing of hands with the soap or sanitizer, and social distancing is the most important. As you see here, minimum it must be 2 meters. And please follow all the things because to protect ourselves. My personal feeling, even the relief or the curfew is being uplifted and they remove the caffeine. Even this social hygiene and self hygiene, I personally feel, must be maintained forever. How about to live for 300 years? I used to say E for existence. That is the reason why in the electronic world, E for existence. Please remember three E's are emotion, eating, exercise. I made these three E's to live for 100 years as three mantras. Please read yourself loudly. Be positive in thinking, be healthy in eating, be adequate in exercising. If anyone is following all the three E's, please remember they will be living healthy. They can prevent 100% any heart diseases, cancers, accidents, and more so, we develop enormous immunity for any infection, as a matter of fact, including coronavirus. So, no, never deviate three mantras, and there is no shortcut to live longer, and we cannot overlook the three mantras. Many may think if I'm successful, I'll be happy. நான் என்ன சொல்றேன்னா, வெற்றி அடைவது மகிழ்ச்சி அல்ல. உண்மையில் மகிழ்ச்சியுடன் இருப்பதுதான் வெற்றி. The moment if you are happy, you are successful in everything. That's what I usually stress. I always ask the audience, இது ரெண்டும் போட்டி வைக்குது. எது ஆமையும் சரி, முயலையும் சரி. எங்கள் பாட்டி கூட சொன்னாங்க, எது ஜெயிச்சது இதில் ரெண்டுத்துல? I know everyone is answering. எது ஜெயிச்சது? எது தோத்துது? எல்லாம் சொல்லுவீங்க, ஆமை வென்று விட்டது. நான் என்ன சொன்னேன், ரெண்டுத்துக்கு போட்டி வச்சதே தப்பு. ரெண்டு முயலுக்கு போட்டி வை, ரெண்டு ஆமைக்கு வை. இரண்டுமே வெற்றி அடையும், ஒன்றுதான் தோற்கும். இது ரெண்டும் சேர்ந்து படிச்சு பாருங்க. முயலாமை தான் தோற்குமே தவிர முயலும் ஆமையும் கட்டாயம் வெற்றி பெறும். This is a very important slide. I want everyone's attention. There is no human being without stress because there is always problem. So we ought to live for the stress, but make the stress positive. That is central. What will be positive? If you are going to be happy from all happenings, it will become positive. The moment the small line, the green pendulum goes to the negative one, it becomes tsunami. It will kill you within 2 minutes. That is nothing but unhappiness. So always keep a mindset, the stress as a positive pendulum this side and left hand side, never allow it to go to negative one. The moment you are happy, it is only positive. And if you are going to extract happiness from whatever thing you are doing, it is equivalent to that you are not doing anything. If you are going to be in the positive one, even you work for 20 hours, even you study for 20 hours per day, you will enjoy that and it will make you happy. You know that human being evolved 6 million years ago to the rhesus monkey. When we were all born, our ancestors all lived in the forest. They have to fight, and fight to save from the big animals. See how they have been. So the moment you are asleep, you are eating your food or alive now that, please take back and think about our ancestors, how they all lived, because you are all direct genetic descendants of them. How much life they risked and how we are alive because of genetic transmission of them. And for that one, we need adrenaline and cortisol. So the hormones that are really meant to be fight, fight, flight, unfortunately, the present era is constantly fighting and making the adrenal hormones, cortisol to increase even at home and killing himself, which I'm going to tell you now shortly. See here how this person become like that. Okay, accept that person also. See how this person. These two only making doctors, all hospitals, they depend them only for our survival. Please put a full stop for that. So this is what I always say, less is more for everything. That's what I say. You must not have more weight. You must not have more negative stress in your mind. So மனதிலும் உடம்பிலும் இரண்டிலும் பாரம் இருக்கக்கூடாது. See here, the personalities I told you, negative one. A is the one voracious, anxious, agitated. D is a depressed and they depressed and all the time dissatisfied. And C is the concealed, compressed, not communicative. And E is the personality I introduced about 16 years back. It has been accepted by WHO. Why I put it E? It's a exchanging personality in the electronic world. So one must avoid A, D, C, and E to be ourselves healthy. Now I want to tell you, if type A personality C, D, E, the flight hormones, I already told you, adrenaline, northern cortisol increases. The same moment, please might increase oxidative stress also. Type B personality is the moment you are going to be the pendulum of positive. Please underline that one. Endorphin, serotonin, melatonin increases like that, anything. So please remember, by simple mindset, this pendulum will increase the negative hormones. The pendulum on the green side, as I told you earlier, the positive hormones. Suppose you are going to trigger the negative or positive, immediately the neuronal arcs are psycho, neuro, humoro, viscero, immune response. Suppose you are going to now think about pickles, immediately you get saliva. We never seen that. We never tasted. We never touched. Even mere thinking of it within nanoseconds is that reflex. So I keep that one positive and keep that hormones to be all the time secreted. The only way is you must be positive all the time. Here, this is I want everyone's attention very, very carefully. A person under mental stress, as you say, all the negative personalities, I repeat once again, A, B, C, and E. These negative personalities, they will always tendency to overeat, that to fatty foods. And they put on weight and they become sedentary life. They will never be prepared and mentally well trained for any exercise. Immediately he or she thinks smoking and alcohol gives happiness and becomes addiction to that point. In doing like that one, please remember, because of the cycle before it completes, it have increased cholesterol, sugar increases, and pressure increases, and thereby heart attack comes. And please remember, your children are closely watching that. Whatever the cycle you are going to see that one. See how this heart attack produces. Very interesting one. You know that heart is the organ, the size of one's own fist, is most muscular pump, powerful one. When the blood vessel that is supplying, I want to say one interesting thing. The blood vessel supplying the heart is known as coronary arteries. Why I'm bringing here coronary arteries? It encircles the heart like a corona. As you say, coronavirus, this is also known as coronary arteries. It's only 2 millimeter in diameter. The blood must flow constantly to supply that oxygen and glucose to myocardium because the heart beats 72 times per minute per day 1 lakh times. Just imagine and count how many times it has beat for a month or years together without any rest. Suppose if the blood vessels blocked by means of, as you say, the clot, so what happens? Immediately the heart attack comes. The portion of myocardium is almost dead. See, most important fact is we need cholesterol in the blood. See, the blood vessel in the longitudinal section. The cholesterol, all cholesterols, good or bad, triglycerides, all cholesterols are necessary for our normal life. So, as long the cholesterol is good or bad, as long it is in the blood itself, it will never affect you, and the blood cholesterol is responsible for function of all organs, including heart, brain, skin, everything. including all hormones, everything. No cholesterol, no life. Please remember, the cholesterol is mandatory for life as long it is in the blood only. What happens if you're going to be under chronic stress, whatever the cause of the chronic worry, stress like that? See here, the cholesterol gradually get deposited in the blood vessel wall. So what it is there, it get deposited, thereby obstructing the blood vessels 50, 99, 90 like that, and reduces the blood supply. So initially it produces angina, 100% obstruction, it produces heart attack. There is a chronic one occurs. But please remember, acute stress, for example, now the coronavirus is acute stress for us. To be very honest, people instead of dying of COVID, people are very much dying now in enormous number because of acute stress, economic recession, poverty of food, and everything now. The stress of the corona is much more dreadful than corona itself. Suppose you're going to acute stress like what? Losing a close kith and kin, lost your money or job like that. What happens acute stress? Please remember, the block as long it is 70% and less, nothing will happen. Then why the person at the age of 25, 30, both male and female, that die because of heart attack? Please remember, acute stress, see, the clot occurs and there will blocks become 100%. Or the severe stress, or those are smoking, the blood vessels may go for severe spasm. There will blood supply is cut off 100%. So one is a blockage, two is a thrombus or clotting, three is a spasm. All three will be definitely controlled or prevented by means of a positive lifestyle. See, this one I want everyone, especially students and whoever is saying that negative stress is responsible for stroke, tension intake, hand tremor, gastric ulcer, asthma, skin disorder, prone for any infections, including coronavirus, autoimmune diseases, cancer, accidents. I even say AIDS because they won't be satisfied with single partner. They like to go for different. They get AIDS. So all killing diseases, please remember, is because of negative stress. So what is the thing you are going to now give a solution? So Chockalingam ask, the only solution is type B, that is be positive, be calm, be happy, blissful. That only by meditation, and you must start enjoying when you are alone. It's a time for you to even meditate for longer time. Don't think it is a time corona given the opportunity to understand what you are, self-realization. And if you're going to continue meditation constantly, please remember, there's no need for any medication also. So I want you to say, how are going to become serene? Please remember, accept the things we cannot change, courage to change the things you can, and wisdom to know the difference. Very important thing. So, what are the cosmic laws? My children must know that. Please remember, the cosmic laws are four: law of change, law of acceptance, law of responsibility, law of alignment, a true love and affection. So, never deviate from these four cosmic laws for our healthy life. Worldwide, maximum heart attack occurs between 5 a.m. and 9 a.m. If you ask me what day, everyone will answer, it is on Monday. When I gave a talk, this one in Brazil, one Brazilian stood up. What Dr. Chockalingam gave a nice talk. Hereafter, I'll get up at 9 a.m. It's not that day, it's not that time matters, or what's the attitude by which you are getting up. Please remember that. Please remember, if you are going to keep your mind, the alpha mind, or as means a meditation, please remember the sympathetic hormones will come down. Parasympathetic hormones, what is told is the good hormones will increase and make you live life longer. And I want to give a good points now for our children, for my friends. Suppose any one of you has got 99% block in the vessels. or even three vessels in the artery, coronary vessels. If you're going to strictly follow what I'm saying for 1 year from today, allowing endorphin, melatonin, serotonin, good cholesterol, increase in blood, please remember, within 1 year, it totally resolves, regresses, and disappears. So 95% of my patients, I treat them only lifestyle changes and medicines. 5% of them I may go intervention because once I feel they cannot survive for up to 1 year, I have to do intervention, which I will tell you shortly. Suppose you are born with sugar, pressure, heart attack, stroke, or even tendency for cancer. Your parents, please remember, they have already given to you. And you have given to your children already, grandchildren. It has been transmitted genetically. But one great good news is if you are going to follow this lifestyle positive from today, for how many years? For 9 years. Please remember, all the genes carrying the diseases will get withered off. It is scientifically proven, and I addressed 21,000 physicians, cardiologists in San Francisco recently, and they have proven fact I am sharing with you. Hereafter, nobody should tell us, oh, my parents are not given money, they gave me a heart attack, it's only you must be blamed. So please remember, very important thing, how these genes are modified because the disease carrying genes are all epigenes or phenotype genes. They constantly change by your mind signal and lifestyle. But for the change to positive negative, it takes 9 years. Suppose you are all born with normal genes. Your parents are good, you are also born children good genes. But if you are going to lead negative lifestyle from today 9 years, the genes attract all diseases and you will be transmitting it to generations and generations. Please never give any room for that. So as I told you, is the one which I repeat once again, it's not the time, it is not the day, I like that. Once you get a heart attack, please remember, first 6 hours, most of first 1 hour is a golden hour. ஏன் இதுக்கு மாரடைப்புன்னா இந்த பாருங்க இந்த ஆள் செஸ்ட்ல கை வச்சிருக்காருல மார்பில் அடைப்பு மாதிரி இருக்கிறதா மாரடைப்பு உடனே இந்த வலி வந்து ஷோல்டருக்கு போகலாம் கழுத்துக்கு போகலாம் ஈவன் சுண்ட விரலுக்கு போகலாம் வயிற்றுக்கு போகலாம் we all may be mistaken that pain as a gas trouble muscular pain or joint pain and it may mislead you in taking analysis. You must not waste your time. You give a ring to 108 and you must get the ambulance. Go to the doctor, they must decide like that. Once you reach the hospital within 6 hours, definitely you can be saved. Once you are admitted, you take ECG, X-ray, echo, angiogram, including CT, within 2 minutes. We'll confirm whether a heart attack or not, and we'll know the extent of heart attack, how much the heart is functioning. Immediately, we will put stenting and balloon, even emergency bypass surgery, pacemaker, transplant. Now available is a artificial heart also. However, thousands of rupees, lakhs of rupees you may spend, please remember, all are only temporary. Then what is the permanent cure? Please remember, I want everyone's attention. If I'm going to be, first one I told you is the negative life cycle. Break that one, come to the positive, be happy, take plenty of vegetables and fruits in your diet. Half of your plate must be vegetables and fruits. Quarter plate must be protein content. And quarter may be your wheat or dal or rice like that. And small portion you may have oil also. But the oil I will tell you shortly. And most important, you must have a brisk walk, minimum aerobic exercise, I will tell you shortly, and keep the weight optimal. Not only stop smoking, you must not go near smokers because passive smoking is much more dangerous than active. If you're going to be coming to the cycle, please remember, surprised no. Within 1 year, cholesterol medicine, no need. Sugar medicine also you need not to take. Or pressure medicine also you may not, you need not take it. And doing so, the blood vessel is blocked. Within 1 year, it becomes normal. It's a permanent cure. But immediately after listening, we talk, don't stop the medicines what you have been taking. It must be done under supervision of your physicians and doctors only. We need money to be happy, no doubt about it. Without money, you cannot be. But please remember, in earning money, you become unhappy. Thereby, you become victim of heart attack, stroke like that. That's what I used to say. After one, you add any number of zeros. The value of zeros will be there provided அந்த ஒன்று என்ற நீ உயிருடன் இருக்கும் பொழுதுதான் உன்னை இழந்து தயவு செய்து பூஜ்யங்களை சேர்க்காதீர்கள். So most important is your health. Job or studying, whatever thing you may do, never have it as a tension or the pressure because that will produce hypertension, high pressure. At the moment you are going to think you are over tensed up like that, it is equivalent to your Tigar jail. It become a punishment. So you must start enjoying what you are doing. So you must always consider work as worship, work is worship, and work and worship. And you must be able to balance work and life constantly. That is a one habit you must cultivate now itself. So sleep is a must. Once you are going to the alpha main, the sleep is the best meditation. And please remember, if you want to sleep, please remember, you must always lie on the left hand side with the legs and the thigh and legs like this in a light little extended neck position. How many minutes within you must be able to sleep? Please remember, you must be able to sleep within 7 minutes. How many hours per day you must sleep? Adults, minimum 7 hours. Children must sleep minimum 8 hours. So have it as a mandate because there is nothing that will equivalent to sleep. Please remember, I used to say, sleep and happiness is like a butterfly. If you are going to catch the butterfly trying to, it will go on flying away from you. So it's not that you are going to catch. The moment if you are calm, the butterfly must come and lie down, sit down in your palms. So the moment you are happy, within 2 minutes you can sleep. I usually ask which is the one that contains maximum cholesterol in these nuts. I know that when I am showing that, many will be start answering that one, and many will say cashew nuts, almond, walnut. Reconnection வந்துருச்சுன்னு வருது. அப்படியே அப்படி வரும்னு சொன்னாங்க. அவ்வளோதான். இன்னும் எல்லாம் போயிட்டு இருக்கு. சார் நீங்க பேச வேணாம், நான் அமைதியா இருக்கேன். ஏன்னா உங்களோட வாய்ஸ் வர ஆரம்பிச்சிருச்சு. பேசலாம் சார், நீங்க கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க. இப்போ கால் கட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க. ஆமா, இப்போ அக்செப்ட் கொடுக்கட்டுமா? இல்லை, இன்னும் வரல. இல்லை சார், நீங்க அப்படியே கண்டினியூ பண்ணுங்க. பேச ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடுங்க. எதை அப்படியே ஸ்லைட் போட முடியாதா? Hello? So, none of the nuts contains cholesterol. That's what I want to stress because all vegetable origin, no cholesterol at all. ஸோ அறுசுவை ரசிக்க வேண்டும், ஏழாவது சுவை என்ற நகைச்சுவை ரசித்து சாப்பிட வேண்டும். பசிக்கு மட்டும் சாப்பிடுங்க, ருசிக்கு சாப்பிடக்கூடாது. The food tips I would like to stress is avoid full stomach food. Ideal is half stomach, quarter water, quarter empty. Before you go to bed, you must sleep 3 hours before that. Never exercise after meals. Breakfast, my children, you must take 20, lunch less, and your dinner is much less. Water you must take plenty. So better to fast than live on fast food. Please ஆயிலை குறைத்து உங்கள் ஆயுளை கூட்டிக் கொள்ள வேண்டும். So HDL cholesterol, how going to reduce, increase it is, pardon, sorry, the good cholesterol, if it is more than 50 milligrams, your liver alone can produce HDL cholesterol, not by your food, not by drug, only by your mindset, liver will produce by keeping optimal weight, meditating, aerobic exercise, cessation of smoking. If HDL cholesterol more than 50, bad cholesterol less than 100, we all live for more than 100 years. So please avoid apple obesity. And as far as I am concerned, I believe in this one. Shorten your waistline, lengthen your lifeline. Please, this should be avoided because they are taking highest risk of all diseases, even at the age of 20 years. See, when they invented TV, it was like that. And the person who was watching is very lean. Now the TV has become very lean. See that how the person is watching. And this is the one to say about alcohol. So active and passive smoking, please remember, both must be avoided. And you know the lift is invented by OTS in Chicago 132 years ago. Is very important instrument. And even today, நான் 8th ஃப்ளோரில் கார்டியாலஜியில் சீஃபாக இருக்கிறேன். டில் டுடே அந்த 8 மாடி செல்வதற்கு ஒரு முறை கூட லிஃப்டை பயன்படுத்தியது கிடையாது. படிக்கட்டு தான் ஏறுவேன். புதுசாக வந்து லிஃப்ட் வந்து சார் லிஃப்டில் போகலாமான்னு ஏம்மா கேட்டேன். லிஃப்டில் வாங்க சார், மேலே சீக்கிரம் போயிடலாமேன்னார். So please remember, meditation and aerobic exercise, all the things, whatever thing, cycling, jogging, swimming, everything, it has got enormous benefit. Please read it one by one. And more so, it prevents many cancers also. Okay. If you read this one, you want more, still is no more. So everything is fast, please remember. And here, fast life, fast food, fast travel, fast communication. Further, heart beats faster, life also ends faster. So please avoid, my children, hurry, worry, curry, to get buried. So, where you are from womb to tomb, the middle only is the lines of life. The life is in your வாழ்க்கை உன் கையில் நம்பிக்கையில் தன்னம்பிக்கையில். You may increase it or you may reduce it. That is only in your hand. அதான் சொல்றேன். கையளவு உள்ள இதயத்தை காப்பதும் உங்கள் கையில் மட்டும்தான் உண்டு. கடவுளிடமோ சொக்கலிடமோ இல்லை என்று சொல்ல விரும்புகிறேன். அதான் if we keep the line up like this, we live longer. எப்படிங்களா? வாய் விட்டு சிரித்தால் நோய் விட்டு போகும். வாய் விட்டு சிரித்தால் நோயற்றே வாழலாம். Please remember. You are going to be calm, happy, then only you will enjoy humor. And I know many of you even may be clapping when you are hearing me talk. I want to tell the secret of clapping. Please remember, all the organs are imprinted in your palms. The moment you are going to clap, the organs in the palm are stimulated by your acupressure. By means of stimulation, the symptoms, the stimulated one will go to your brain and will go back to all organs, and all organs will work for more than 100 years. So be happy and be cheerful and make others also happy. So life is a rainbow. As I told you, rainbow will appear and disappear. We all will appear and disappear. Rainbow we cannot go near or we cannot touch. We cannot see, you can see the rainbow only at distance. Your own life, you must enjoy at a distance. இந்த ரெயின்போலுக்கு 7 வர்ணங்களை உங்கள் எண்ணங்களாக மாற்றிக்கொள்ளுங்கள். என்ன எண்ணங்கள் என்றால், honesty, humanity, humility, holistic, humor, helping tendency and hard work and always இந்த வளைந்து கொடுக்கின்ற பக்குவம் வந்தால் உங்கள் வாழ்க்கை வானவில்லாக மாறிவிடும். வானவில் இருக்கின்ற 7 colors are in the skin of vegetables and fruits. Please take after washing thoroughly all vegetables and fruits with the skin because that's the most nutrients. Out of 7 colors, at least 2 exercises you must do and make yoga and meditation as a mandatory to improve your immunity greatest extent possible. No chuckling, I cannot listen, follow. Then also in your house you will be having rainbow. The rainbow now is colors of all the medicines injections. So if we decide, we can plan for Marindilla Maruthum. That's only lies in your hands. So keeps you happy only in your fingertips. As you operate the computers, control yourself. Alternate if necessary. Delete the unwanted things immediately. What I used to say, life is a calculation. Add good things, deduct unwanted things, multiply knowledge, divide your time, live in balance. You ought to live for 100 years. That's what I used to say. நேற்று என்பது வளைந்த பானை, நாளை என்பது மதில் மீது இருக்கின்ற பூனை, இன்று என்பதுதான் கையில் இருக்கின்ற வீணை என்று ரசித்து வாழ வேண்டும். அது அடிக்கடி சொல்றேன். Always when you look at the clock, you must see how the clock depicts. So you must learn to live now. So சிந்தனை சொல் செயல். Please remember, think good for all, speak good for all, do good for all. Please avoid 3 cats. What are the 3 cats, my children? Please remember, criticizing others, comparing with others, complaining about others. We're going to avoid the 3 C's. As I told you, 3 mantras. We all live in a healthy way. That's what I'm saying. Please never copy your life from others. If you're going to copy your life from others, you will definitely fail in that. So determine what you are. You realize what you are. Live your own life and don't live for others, but you must live for others, but not copying them their life. So with that, I leave my numbers also. Those who want, they can make a note of my number, mail. Anytime you can contact me. My books are available everywhere. Now that I'm using it as a marketing platform, even that royalty I'm getting by sales of these books, I'm using it for underprivileged children education. I really very much thankful to excellent audience. I hope you are all benefited. And now I will open this talk for question and answers. I'm very thankful to you. Thanks a lot. Yes. Any questions? Suresh?